Hi everyone, this is Lolly. For those of you who've been watching, you know I've been playing around with laminated shaker pockets. I really like these. The drawback of this method, and I'll give you the link to this in my in the description under my video, is the sealing at the top requires something. You can sew it or you can use tape and washi tape, but I'd like to be able to do it without that. One way around that is to use a flat iron if you have one, also known as a hair straightener. And I got this idea from Cassidy. I will give you the link to her tutorial on using these, okay? So I made one today, and the beauty of it is if you don't have a laminator, you can still make these, and then you can laminate the entire top of this, okay? And then afterwards I did punch a hole, use an eyelet, and put some lace through there. One of the drawbacks I'm finding is no matter what I do, I'm still getting a lot of air pockets between my laminating material and the cellophane. And I'll show you how to get going on this. I'm setting this aside. I preheated this. It's on a silicone mat so I don't burn through anything. I have things pre-measured. This is going to be a bookmarker. So this is the cellophane bag cut, and this is the laminating sheet cut down to size. It's always hard to get these open the first time around here. Bending, and I know I have the right end, but I cut it through the paper cutter, and so it kind of smushed the ends together. I'm going to put the sealed end of the cellophane bag down towards the sealed end of the laminating sheet. Careful not to touch my hot iron there because I don't want to seal it ahead of time. Okay, you're going to have to play around with this, and I would recommend playing around with this on just some laminating sheets before you get too far along in the process. First of all, just tapping along the bottom to seal that, okay, and then it's always best to work from the bottom up. We're going to seal this all the way up to, but not touching the end of the cellophane bag. We want to get it up right close to there, but not all the way. And we're going to go from the bottom up. I'm going to keep turning this over so, because I have a short, this flat iron is kind of short, the blade on it, so again, I just keep turning it over so I can get that evenly. Okay, we're pretty close. Okay, I think that's good enough. We want to leave that open. Let it cool a minute, and then we want to open that top back up, including the cellophane bag. Don't tell me I did that wrong. I did. I ended up putting the non-sealed side in there, so I've got to cut this bag open. Okay, now inside there, we're going to stuff it. And I made this one a little longer than I intended, so I think I have room to really stuff this one full. I have a little piece of a doily in there. Let's see if that's going to go down for me. Maybe not, but I can push it down. Oh, great, and fold it while I'm at it. Best laid plans of mice and men. Here we go. Let's pull that out and see if I can't get that in there a little better. You know how it is when you're doing something for the camera, right? Let's see if I can get that in there without it folding. Maybe not. I think it could be better on a shorter one. Here we go. Okay, it's good enough. It's in there, and I want to add sequins, which I have already set aside so that you don't have to suffer through watching me opening all those individual bags and bottles. I do have a little flower there and a heart. I'm wondering if these, let's try one of those. You know what I think? Now that I look at this, this is going to obscure the view of my other items in there. So I'm taking that back out. I do have a little butterfly bling here. Put that in there. Okay, now we've got that. We're going to seal this up the rest of the way. There. Now, I want to show you one other thing you can do that I have found is that if you are uncomfortable with this, holding on to it and doing that, you can also stick your in between a thin piece of paper like printer paper put it in there, and you can seal it through there. It also helps to get out more of the bubbles. So I'm going to turn this off before I forget. Okay, and then all you have to do is cut off the excess that we don't want. You can put it through a paper cutter if you want. You do need to leave something of a seal around the edges, though. You don't want to cut off too close and lose your seal. There we go. And then you can round the corners if you would like. I'm going to take this and just do it with my scissors right now. Okay. And then that's my shaker. I'm going to punch a hole in here. And like I said, you can put an eyelet through there. I have a little snap. I'm going to see if this is going to work. Maybe not. It might be too big for my hole. I've never tried this. There we go. And there we go. And it still has a hole big enough in there that I could put some baker's twine or something. So that's that project there, using just a flat iron. And I will give you the links again to Cassidy's instructions on how she does it, and see how, just play around with these. I think you'll like them. And like anything, it does take practice. Here's the other one I have here as well. And again, I did find that it works better to seal it in paper around it like that, and to get less air bubbles. So that's that project. Thank you so much for watching, and give me a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel.